worshipradio.faith or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at worshipradio.int. This is the future.
Good evening, and welcome to BizTalk with DeAndre. And I'm your host, DeAndre Ford. And tonight we got some special guests here tonight. I got Talia Foster, owner of Lavish. What is it again? Lavish Events and Prints by Talia.
Yes.
And we got a young kidpreneur over here, with boss Bailey Cochran. And she's the owner of, say it again, say it for me. I want to hear you say it.
B-Bomb.
B-Bomb. B-Bomb. You got some B-Bomb for me? I got some dry lips. I need some B-Bomb. Okay. All right. She got me.
She's going to come on with a men's line.
There you go. Men's line. And DeAndre can be the first, right?
Maybe.
All right, let's get back to the I'm loving her. Oh, man. It's Wednesday night again. A whole week has turned around and came back around. So, again, it's another episode of Biz Talk with DeAndre. Hopefully, everybody has had a great week. And, again, this is Hump Day Wednesday. So, you got to get over that hump because Friday is right around the corner. So, here in Michigan, it's getting a little chilly out there.
Yes, it is.
It's like fall.
Mm-hmm. More like winter to me.
Now, yeah. Get up in the morning now. It's like, oh, I got to get a coat on.
Yes.
Or my windows are kind of fogged up. So I'm like, bye-bye summer.
No.
I'll see you in a few more months. So here on Biz Talk, when we first start off, we like to start off with affirmations. We like to affirm some things. And each program, I put them out there. But like I tell everybody, this is something that you want to share with your children, your grandchildren, get them started early in doing affirmations. Because again, we hear a lot of negative stuff all the time. So why not start speaking some positive thing on a regular basis? Then it starts to change our mindset.
Absolutely.
So this is no different this week. I got some affirmations for you. Now, today's affirmations. Remember to write them down. Put them on your ceiling if you have to. So that means in the morning, you wake up to them, you go to bed with them. Put them on your refrigerator. Put them in your bathroom, on the mirror. Put them in your car. Mm-hmm. If you're at work and you don't like that job, you try to get away from it, put it on your desk, your cubicle. So let's get started. Now, the first one I have here, I wake up happy and excited every single day. That's me. Even though I be dragging out that bed, like, oh, I gotta go to work.
Happy to be alive.
Yeah. So again, you gotta be grateful, which reminds me, I was supposed to got my grateful rock put in my pocket. Again, it reminds me. Every time I put my hand in my pocket, okay, Lord, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. Family. I'm grateful to just be alive. I'm grateful to not be in a hospital because so many people I know is in the hospital. They're sick, and so it's a blessing to have your health. So again, I wake up happy and excited every single day. Another one. Each day of my life is filled with joy and love. Again, this world needs a whole lot more love. And again, joy is something that just keeps you going. In and out throughout the day. Another one. I am enthusiastic about every second of my life.
Yes.
I'm enthusiastic. I'm joyful.
Yes.
Yes. That's my girl. Give it to me. Yeah. That's Bailey Cochran. B-Bomb. We're going to get B-Bomb out there. All right. Another one, which is important because it's simple yet powerful. Everything I do is fun, healthy, and exciting.
I like that.
Again, you got to put it out there. And maybe if it's not, once you say it enough times, your mind starts to believe it, and it becomes, you're healthy. Again, so many people are going through health challenges right now. So you got to speak to your body, speak to your mind. Everything I do is fun, healthy, and exciting. Couple more. I crave new, healthy experiences, especially with you. You're creative, and a lot of things that you do, you might come to a point where it's like,
right,
stand still. You got your brain freeze.
Roadblocks.
Roadblocks. So by speaking this all the time, God hears, you hear, your brain hears it. So now you start to get more creative. again, you're out there, a lot of competition
Right.
in business, event planning and whatnot. So you got to be on top of your game with creativity.
Absolutely.
So you got to be on top of your game. So again, you want to speak these things. And again, I crave new, healthy experiences. And the last one I'll share with you, all of my relationships are positive and filled with love and compassion. Another.
I love that one.
All, not one, not your business relationships,
All.
not your marriage and business. All of your relationships are filled with love and they're positive. Because again, there's so much negativity going on.
Absolutely.
You want to start speaking positive. There might be somebody that, well, I don't like what you did here, and but you got to keep your calm.
Right.
You've already been going through your affirmations, so it can get you off your square.
Absolutely.
So you got to speak these things.
I like that.
Yep. So I got a whole lot of them here, but I'm gonna do this one here. My thoughts are filled with positivity, and my life is plentiful with prosperity. Again, prosperity can be money. Mm-hmm. Prosperity can be a peace of mind.
Could be health.
Prosperity can be your health. Mm-hmm. But it's all positive. So hopefully you wrote down some of these affirmations, or you've made up your own, or for those who are believers, hey, I see you out there, that you pulled out that Bible and you've written down some scriptures, which is positive, that get you change that mind. So we're gonna go ahead because I got some questions for you, and I got some questions for you. Sound like you got some answers. I like that confidence right here.
Bailey is ready. Okay.
Bailey is on point. So tonight, before I get into some things I want to share with everybody, definitely want to give a shout out to a couple of the sponsors out there. One is Monica Marie Jones, and I had something here, one of the taglines: design a life you love. A lot of us is going through maybe not liking the job that we're in, maybe things aren't going right. So again, you want to design your life. Again, we all have choices.
Right.
So with Monica Marie Jones, design a life you love. And what she does is coaching. And she was on the show a few weeks ago, and she's transparent of how she got into coaching and how her life started to change, and she wanted to help others, people's lives change. So she does individual coaching, she does group coaching, and executive coaching and consulting for business owners. So you can reach Monica Marie Jones on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and even just Google her name, Monica Marie Jones. Definitely like to give a shout out to Tracy Denson of Tracy Denson Insurance Agency. She's also been on the show here. And you can reach her at 28055 John R., and that's in Madison Heights. And the telephone number is 248-544-2542. She's the insurance lady that cares. Yeah, she gives all the information on her Facebook as far as different tips that you can use as far as your insurance. So, you're listening to BizTalk with DeAndre, and this is Worship Radio International. Now, I got some questions. First, starting off with you on my right. Talia Foster, the owner of, what is it again?
Lavish Events and Prints by Talia, and also coming up is the Ellington Event Center.
I heard that you mentioned that before.
Yes.
We got to get into that. So, tell me something about Talia Foster. You know, who you are, what you do, and how did you get into business?
Well, I started many years ago, actually, when I was a teenager, creating T-shirts for myself, actually, and that turned into one of my first businesses. I can't remember what year it was. But I started off making T-shirts, and then people in the neighborhood wanted to place orders, and that's how my first business got started, and I called it Talia's Creative Printing. So with that business, I created T-shirts and all kinds of different printables, from invitations to calendars, mouse pads, all those good fun things, gifting things. So yeah, that's how I got started. with that.
Now I remember now some years back that I was Coffee King back then.
Yes.
And I purchased a cake holder. And
Yes.
you personalized it with Coffee King on there and the crown.
Yes, I remember that. I was making a lot of those, vinyl gifts. So the cake carriers, wine glasses, mugs, a little bit of everything.
Wow. So I'm going to jump on over here now. Now we have a young hitpreneur here. And you go by the name of Boss Bailey Cochran. B-Bomb. So, how old are you?
I'm 9.
9 years old. She has a business. Now, what is your business? What are your products?
I sell fancy packs, and I also sell different flavors of lip balm as cherry, blue raspberry, vanilla, and mint.
And mint. So that means this is a balm that you put over your lips. So especially like maybe in the wintertime, get all chapped up and crusty and everything. So I can get some of that there, and it'll make my lips softer, or what does it do?
It makes your lips softer and smoother.
Softer and I think I need some of that right now. I need some of that B-Bomb. So how did you get started?
So my mama was in the kitchen.
My mom was in, okay.
And I was 3.
3?
So
Wow, 3.
my mom was in the kitchen and she was cooking, and she had told me to go put some chapstick on my lips. And I just said, I wish I started my own business.
Wow.
And I started making lip balm. And we went from that. She started, we tried to make it, but it didn't really work out. So we had someone make it for us, and then we just started going, to making fanny packs to help, with it, keeping carried, when you need, to put your money in anything and stuff like that.
Wow. So with the trial and error, so you actually have to trial and error. Try it, see if it worked, and tweak it a little bit more and a little bit more. And then, bam, you had B-Bomb.
Yes.
So again, we got some entrepreneurs out there. We got some kids out there. We got some nieces, some nephews, some grandkids out there. So you can be an inspiration to them. Like I say, you got an idea at 4, and then from there you talk to your mom, and then you did some research, or she did the research, and you just kept staying on top of it, where you got your own business.
Yes.
At 9 years old. So that means whatever that dream was, whatever that gift, that talent that you have, you can still go for it. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are. I think it was Colonel Sanders. He was well over in the 60s or something like that when he finally got the recipe for KFC. So it doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. God is giving you a gift, a talent, an idea. Again, a lot of people, they might do hair, they might be cakes, or they cook, or they have a talent of book writing or public speaking or instruments, and somebody will say, oh, that's a gift. You do it so easily. So a lot of people have those gifts, have those talents, but don't have the confidence.
Right, I agree. I shared a Facebook post a few days ago about fear, and it was pretty much what is holding you back from achieving your goals and your dreams. And a lot of times people they fear failure, or they fear success, or they fear what people think, or they fear how people are going to take their business idea. And I remember seeing a few months ago where someone said everything doesn't belong on a shirt, but then when you look up, you see a lot of people put some of the craziest things on shirts and they sell. Right. So it's a market for everything. You just have to be creative enough to figure out what that target market is, and also just act on that idea. Stop being afraid of what other people are going to say, or just being afraid of success, because a lot of times people are scared, that they're going to be successful, which is crazy to me. So I say go for it.
Go for it. Again, a lot of people are scared. They're fearful. But you just got to, again, going back to Nike, just do it.
Just do it. And I'm the type of person, it's funny because I'll have conversations with people and I'll have ideas, and I'm the type of person where I'll just jump in the water and figure out how to swim later, and I tell people a lot of times, because I do talk to a lot of people, and they share those things with me, and I'm like, well, if you're always standing on the shore, how are you going to learn how to swim? You're not going to learn how to swim just standing there. Where you're going to paddle your arms and imaginary splish splash or whatever in the water or whatever, but you have to take some steps to jump out there and do it.
Yeah, and business it's a risk.
Yes.
But I always say you have to make a calculated risk.
Absolutely.
Again, do your research and find out the pros, the cons, and again, it's a risk, but you want to minimize those risks. That's one of the reasons that I have BizTalk with DeAndre, where I can get business owners, entrepreneurs such as yourselves that can share with the audience your challenges,
right,
your failures, but also your successes. So that person that's listening, even if they're not in the same business, they can say, okay, I shouldn't go that route, or take another route, or raising funds or something like that. But everything is kind of written out.
Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, when I say I'm the type of person that jumps in and figures out how to swim later, I mean, I'm also the type of person, I do my research. But on the other hand, I'm not going to continuously do research and plan and do all that. Like, at some point, you have to jump into the water and figure out how to swim, and so, definitely do your research. And don't forget that even though there's other business concepts, those concepts are interchangeable. So you can also take, I remember I had an old manager, and they opened up, they actually hired, I'll take that back. They hired an old hotel manager to open a hospital, like to design a hospital. So even though this person worked at a hotel for X amount of years, they saw the value that this person brought, and they brought this person in to actually design a hospital. So it doesn't matter. Like, if you work in the beauty industry, there's things that can be applied to other businesses. So don't get caught up in the fact that, okay, I do hair, but I can't take this concept of doing hair and apply it to another business.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, you're talking about swimming and just jumping out there. So, Bailey.
Yes.
At 4 years old, did you just jump out there with your idea, or did you consult with mom, or what did you do?
What I did was, my mom, it was like a little bit of challenges, because sometimes I go through where sometimes like I get mad because maybe it's like I'm in a competition with somebody and I didn't win, or I just went there. I went to an event and I didn't make no money. But my mom always like lifted me up and told me, like, Bailey, if you didn't make no money, you still got people that's supporting you, because what if they come back to the next event you have and buy something from you? It's not really about the competition. It's about the people. It's not really about the competition. It's about like having fun and being yourself, and just, like telling people about your business and stuff. So I went through challenges, but I kept on swimming.
Yes.
I love it. That's my girl
Did
right
you
there.
hear
Go
this?
ahead. This is
Spoken
this
from
is
a
wisdom.
9-year-old.
From the mouth of babes, wisdom at such a young age. She didn't quit. If she didn't make any money, she kept on going. She made it fun. That goes back to one of the affirmations we said. Mm-hmm. You want to have fun when you're out there doing business.
Now, can I give a shout out? I was on my way over here, and I was like, kids, when they, like, we have the Kidpreneur Expo coming up, but when I look at a lot of these kidpreneurs, they have the support of their parents. And it's extremely important that these parents and these families support these kids, especially at a young age. I love working with the kids because they're innocent. They don't have that fear that we have. They don't have bills. They don't have responsibility. And it's so easy to work with them because they don't have that fear, that stuff that we have as adults. We're like, oh, we got to pay bills and we got to do this. Well, they don't have that. So it's easier to work with them. But I have to give a shout out to her mom, because I see Bailey all over Instagram at all type of vendor events, and I'm sure her mom probably doesn't hear this a lot, but she is the bomb. Okay, so I definitely got to give a shout out to her. I was thinking about her on the way here, like she is the true epitome of supporting her child, and we need more of that. And if you don't, it's a lot of parents out here. Like I know back in the day, they taught us to go to school, get a job. Well, now things are changing. They have changed a lot. And now there's more entrepreneurs. There's more kid entrepreneurs. And I just want to say, make sure you are out here supporting these kids. And if you can't, or if you don't know how, like come and just network at some of these events with other kidpreneurs and their parents, and exchange phone numbers and business information, and just network because they need that support.
Let's give a shout out to Bailey's mom.
Yes.
What's Bailey's mom's name? Who is here with her?
Her mom is here with us. Gotta give a shout out to Clarice. She is the bomb.
and
Don't cry.
oh man,
we done made her cry. I made to make her cry. But
that is so important, though, that a child, especially when they have an idea and they want to do business, that you support them, that
Absolutely.
you nurture it. And we have to make sacrifices, even with school.
Yes.
I mean, I hear, like PTA. I mean, I was there for my kids' PTA. I made the sacrifices. I was on the PTA board, and I was at the events. And of course, I was tired. Of course, I worked the job, but that was something that was important to me.
Yep.
I even hear some parents saying that they're working 2 jobs or they're working late, but there are options. If you really are into that child's life, you either take the time off, get off early, talk to your supervisor and ask them if they can make arrangements for you to go and take care of your child's business, or have a close friend or relative that can go in place of to find out what's going on. And the other thing is emails. I used to email each and every one of their teachers, and I wanted to know what was going on. I had my kids have a planner, write down what it is that you have with homework. Then I would email that teacher and follow up.
Absolutely.
And when it comes to business, now for sports, I see a lot of parents getting out there for that sports.
Yes.
But somebody like Bailey, who is our future.
Yes.
And business, young businesswoman that's aspiring, you got to do all you can.
Yes, absolutely.
And that mom there is doing it. She's the epitome of being that supportive parent. Tell you, Mom, I love you, Mom.
I love you.
Oh,
so sweet.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And again, I mean, I understand, there's single parents out here, whether mom or dad. There's a lot of times where people can't get time off of work. And that's why I say, too, network with other kidpreneurs, parents, build a great relationship with them. That way, if you need that support, you have someone to reach out to in case that, you need somebody to step in. And I know we don't trust a ton of people with our kids. Right. Yeah, however, still, just having that support system is very important to our kidpreneurs.
Wow. Now, you kind of shared with us earlier some of the things that you do.
Yes. And
you provide your products and services. But tell them again, what all do you and your business do? So
with Lavish Events and Prints by Talia, we are a full-service event decor and planning company. So we provide centerpieces, linen, chair covers, backdrops, whether draped or vinyl, just everything pretty much you need for your event. And then we're opening the Ellington Event Center next month. So that'll be an event, upscale boutique event venue.
Now, I kind of heard the Ellington.
Yes.
What is it? The
Ellington Event Center.
Event Center. Now, that's something that you have, or you're in conjunction with?
Yeah, so it's me and my business partner, Ashante Marion.
Okay.
Of Regal Event Planning.
And so that'd be something that myself as a client or others I can recommend to have an event there?
Yes, absolutely. So with our event center, we will host wedding receptions, baby showers, bridal showers, pop-up shops for our small businesses who don't have a brick and mortar and they want to host a pop-up shop. We have that for them. And just a host of other events. Like me and Ashante, I'm sorry, me and Ashante, we participate and also host some community giving events. So she's actually planning a brunch for domestic violence survivors for next year. Like I said, I have the Kidpreneur Expo, and then we're also going to host health fair next year, which we're working on as well. So we're out in the community and we're working with the kids and that sort of thing. So yeah.
Okay. Now, if I want to have an event there, can I also have you to decorate it and?
Absolutely.
I remember seeing one of your events that I missed and didn't go to. I remember it was at the, not the DIA, but across the museum.
Oh, the what is
Historical
that called?
Museum?
Detroit Historical Museum.
Man,
Yes,
pictures I saw. I was like, wow.
we had some awesome events there. Yes, so I think I think we were talking about it, and I think I shared pictures of me and my mom's Moulin Rouge
that was
party. With
That
the
looked
stilt
awesome.
walkers
Yep.
and magicians and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm that over the top person. So honestly, I love when clients are like, just do you. I seen your work. I trust your work. So yeah, I love it. You gotta have somebody who loves it. I get excited when I'm talking to my clients about their events.
So you gotta make sure you call Talia Foster
Yes.
of Lavish Events and Prints. Like Talia.
Yes.
They're over the top.
Yes.
Man. Now tell me this. Now, is it something that's reasonable, or is it over the top, way up here too, where I can't afford it? Everybody's got different.
I mean, we have different.
Yeah.
I have different packages. I go from a silver package, which is pretty basic, up to a platinum grand package. So it really just depends on your guest count, your budget, your vision. I would say that I'm pretty reasonable. I'm not at the low end, but I feel like I'm pretty reasonable.
And especially for what I saw in a lot of the different pictures and stuff, it's like, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, they have to have that creative mind.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, tell me this here. You're a business person.
Mm-hmm.
You're a business person. I want to ask you, how important is, and I'll probably ask Mom and see if she
Definitely ask Mom.
How important is time management?
It's so funny. We were just talking about this.
Okay.
And excuse me, I'm sorry. Time management, I always get asked this question. Time management is extremely important. However, I haven't mastered it.
It's ongoing.
I'm going to be honest with you, but it's an ongoing process because I'm a workaholic. So my mind is always going, I can talk. I'm talking to people and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That was a conversation 5 conversations ago." My mind is like Google with like 87 tabs open. So I'm always thinking about something. So I have to learn how to kind of turn that off at some point. So yeah, I haven't really fully mastered that part, but it's definitely important.
Time management is important. Now, on that same line, I'm gonna ask Miss Bailey here. As far as time management, how do you balance having a business but also going to school? What grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade. Now, how do you balance that? You gotta package up your products here. Then you gotta go to school, and then you got homework.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that?
What I do is I just try to get school stuff done first because school is important. They both are important, but school is always first because that's what gets you your job, to get you in high school, which I want to go to Clark Atlanta,
Okay.
to Rice City. So that's what gets you in college, get you a job, because when they look at your education, they probably gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's not really what we want. But school matters first, and then you can do your business, you can get into that.
Wow.
Your business.
Wow. School and your business. You have to try to balance it. So moms out there, can you kind of shout out something that's about time management? Because again, you're the one that's driving Bailey around and getting into the different vendor events, then school. So how is it as far as balancing that?
What I would say is my calendar, my Google Calendar.
Her Google Calendar.
Google Calendar. So that means you take your things and you plug them into some kind of, like I say, Google Planner, Google Calendar, to make sure that you stay on top of the things that are happening. Time management, important. Yes. So, now, let me see what time it is here. Okay, we got plenty of time. Now, you kind of alluded to it before, and she definitely alluded to it as well. But one of the questions was, how important is family support in a business? If you could just reiterate.
Family support is it's important. I now say it's definitely important for our youth. As we tend to get older, I feel like we seek validation sometimes, but you just never know like who's out there working for you on your behalf, and they just don't even speak on it. Because I was meeting with a bride yesterday, and turns out like my sister referred her. So keep them. I mean, again, family is extremely important. I definitely appreciate my family and their support. We're pretty close knit. So, and it's funny because we all have businesses, even though it's 7 of us. We all, wow. I think it's 5 of us that have businesses out of the 7. My brother's in med school and my sister's an engineer. So, I mean, we have pretty decent careers, and we also are business owners. So, it's definitely important.
Wow. How important is family support?
To me, it's very important because, like, sometimes your family, like, they're like when you be, like, if I got my own business, like, my family might, like, they might be on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. It'll be anywhere. And they'll just be, like, looking, and they might find something with, like, a kid expo, so they might tell your parents. Like, it's just, sometimes they help you out with your business. I feel like business friends are too, because sometimes they will alert you like, hey, I found this, I found that, I found this kid expo. Like, yeah.
So family support is very important, and they're kind of helping you out at the same time. Giving you that heads up. Like, hey, here's a vendor event going on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, family support. So if you got a relative that's out there that's just getting started in business, even if they're established in business, give them your support. If it's nothing but a prayer, you can get a prayer up there, give them favor with God and favor with the business. Kudos. But if you got some dinero, that can help too.
Yeah, a lot of times people think that they have to purchase something. Like, I never want anybody to feel like they always have to purchase something from me, because I don't want you purchasing something that you're not going to use. Like, you purchase a t-shirt just because. I mean, support could just be a simple share or a word of mouth referral, or just saying, hey, yeah, I've done business with her, or I see how she handles business. Or, I mean, there's so many people that I haven't even done business with that don't even know me. And they just from what they see from my branding and just how I interact and how I handle business, they refer me on the strength of. So support can mean so many different things, not necessarily always purchasing everything that you're selling or everything, pretty much everything that you're selling. Support comes in all different kinds of forms.
Wow. Now, tell me a little bit more about your work in the community. Because again, I love working with the community, and even though I do business, but I also like doing different things in the community that's going to be a blessing, a benefit to the community, where it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, so I actually work with my friend's nonprofit, Women Empowering Women of Michigan. I haven't been able to do anything over the last couple of months, but we normally we go out and feed the homeless. We work at Vista Maria with the young girls there. So that's some of the things that we do in the community. And then also, like I said, my business partner, she has a domestic violence survivor brunch. So we're actually ramping up a few more community events that we want to do at the Ellington Event Center.
Okay. What have been some of your biggest challenges?
For me, I would say building a proper team. Building a team, let's see how I can say this. I know how I am, and I'm extremely picky. So I'm in the process of building my team for Lavish Events and Prints and also the Ellington Event Center. So I think with that has been a challenge, just finding reliable people. I would say that, finding reliable people. Reliable, trustworthy people.
Okay. That's a good one. Now, what would have been one of your biggest successes?
Over the last couple of years, I've had the opportunity to work with some local people like Rhonda Walker. Last year we had our work featured on quite a few online platforms for a wedding that we actually donated to a couple. So that actually went viral, and I love the work that I did for that. That was, us giving back. And I honestly, I didn't even do it for the recognition in that regard. I never even thought that it would even go like it did. And for it to go viral, I think that was one of my biggest, proudest moments.
To God be the glory. Yes. Now, back over here, I'm going to ask you that question. What challenges do you have? What kind of challenges?
Sharing money with my mom. And when I'm not winning and when I am winning. Because with the sharing money with my mom, I understand now because I gotta start sharing money with my mom because she the one that's mostly buying the stuff. And I'm the one that's designing the stuff. When I'm losing, I get frustrated sometimes. I might get frustrated because I didn't get this award, or like I said, I didn't get any money, or nobody came to my table, like something like that. I might get mad because of that, but I just now understand it's just it really don't matter to me. It don't matter about the money. It's just a matter about the people that support you.
Yeah, and then like I say, it's just taking you through different challenges. And then you get stronger, and then you learn something. You get higher and higher. So then you start to attract those people to you because you definitely got the personality.
Absolutely.
So once you start talking and getting bubbly, and you get a little older, you just start going around and come on over to my table. Hello, how are you? Then they start coming. Then you already got the confidence too, but it just takes it to another level. And again, it just starts flowing to you because again, life is all about learning.
Yep.
Just like your mom, she helps you out, she buys the stuff. So now you can look at it. She's your employee. Yeah. So now you got to pay the employee. So it's getting you ready for when you have your own big business,
right?
Like paying out millions of dollars. So it's like she learned when she was 9 years old, and she came on the BizTalk with DeAndre's show. So when you get all big and blow up, hey, remember that guy right there? Speaking of blowing up, you ever watch Shark Tank?
Yes.
Yeah. You ever thought about getting on Shark Tank?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. She's been thinking about Shark Tank already. Now, if you took your product on there and they invested in you and you got some money, what would you do with the money?
So I did. I also talked about that on YouTube. What I would do with the money. So what I would do is sometimes I feel like we need to start helping Africans that don't have food and helping homeless. So what I've been thinking about is if I do go on Shark Tank, what I wanted to do with the money is I wanted to first go to any type of store and buy toothbrushes, waters, and socks and stuff like that for homeless. And then I wanted to go to Africa to give them food and stuff because sometimes I be seeing commercials about the Africans. They don't have food and stuff. So I do that with all the money because I feel like we all need help and need it.
Absolutely.
Amen. From the mouth of babes.
Yes.
Already thinking about helping others. Again, to me, it's something that God has put in her heart. But then she has some caring parents that also thinks like that. So she sees, because a lot of us, we see, and that's who we become. So
yes,
I like that. So one of my prayers for you, not only having a successful business, that you'll be also to be blessed to check out another third world country, be it Africa or Haiti, because I've done mission work in Haiti. So I got to see up close and personal again, the struggles of kids not having anything to eat. But what I do remember, as I went to this one feeding station where it was some kids on the outside that couldn't get in, but once they started giving out the food, the kids there started taking some of their food over to the other kids that didn't have any. And that just, got me. And it's like, wow. So I always wanted my kids to go over there because, again, we got it good over here, but it's not perfect over here.
Sometimes we're wasteful.
Yes.
And,
And these kids are eating mud pies to try to get some kind of nutrition.
No clean water to wash their hands or to drink.
Water, man. You see it over there. It's like, wow. But I'll be praying for you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So let me see the time. I want to make sure I stay within my time frame because I can talk with you two.
know.
I can go on with you two. I'm loving it. Oh man. So the second annual Kidpreneur Expo.
Yes.
Tell me about that. How did it get started? What exactly is it?
Well, I had this idea many years ago, and of course, it was one of those things where I thought about it and I just didn't do it because I'm like, well, everything's not perfect, or I couldn't find the perfect location. And it was one of those things where I was like, you know what, I got to jump in the water and plan it. And so last year we had our first one, which was amazing. And so this year we kind of pushed it back a few months because I wanted to have it at my own event center.
Okay.
So that'll actually be our first event at the event center. And we have kids ages 6 all the way up into 17 years old who have their own businesses that are going to come and set up a vendor table and sell their products. So we're asking everybody to come out, and again, it's about support. Come out and support these kids in their businesses.
So you gave the ages.
Yes.
Now, what's the location?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the time? What's the date?
So it is Sunday, November 10th. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be at the Ellington Event Center, and that's at 5831 13 Mile Road. That's Warren, Michigan, and we're at 13 Mile and Mile Road.
Well, matter of fact, I think I might have seen something on Facebook today. Did you all have some concrete place or something? Was that?
Yes. So
Oh,
that was
okay.
yesterday. Yeah, they poured our concrete in the back. Back sidewalk. Yeah, so it's been a lot of work going on out there. A lot of work. My daughter is so funny. My daughter and my boyfriend, they're like, be patient. And I've been toning it down a little bit. It's been a little not necessarily frustrating, but we're just really, really excited. I've been working on getting a venue for years, kind of like off and on. And so it's finally happening, and I'm just extremely excited. So yeah, I'm kind of rushing the process, but on the back end, I'm taking my time and being patient, so yeah.
Wow. So make sure, say it again, because we want all my Facebook listeners and viewers out there that's in the Metro Detroit area to come out and support the Kidpreneurs, the second annual expo.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we got our young people out there with their vending tables and their products and their services. And are you going to be there?
Yes.
Oh, and you get to meet the boss,
yes.
Bailey Cochran, B-Bomb.
And then we also have a guest speaker, Miss Christian Devani of Polished Puckers. She's going to be our guest speaker. So come on out and listen to what she has to say. And again, I've had a couple people reach out to me to try to get vendor tables. I'm sorry, we're full. However, I still want you to bring your kids out and network with these other kidpreneurs. So come on out, listen to our guest speakers, purchase some products, support our kids, and also network. Come out and network.
Yeah. So again, this is your opportunity to support our young people, young entrepreneurs, kidpreneurs. And this is the second annual. So again, there's going to be a third and a fourth and a fifth. But again, you want to come out and support our young people.
Please.
Again, get your kids out there. Get your grandkids out there. Get your nieces and your nephews. Or if you're that community person, get a group of them together. And again, this will inspire them to talk with a young Miss Bailey here. And to get that idea out there. And then from that point, you can nurture that.
Absolutely.
And talk to them and talk to these other parents. And talk to some of the speakers that are going to be there.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to make it a point to be there.
I appreciate it.
Tell them one more time the date, time, and location.
It is the second annual Kidpreneur Expo, and it is going to be Sunday, November 10th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Ellington Event Center, and that's at 5831 13 Mile Road in Warren, and that's at 13 Mile and Mile Road in the Village Plaza.
Okay. Now I'm curious. Now, how did I can't say the second annual. How did the Kidpreneur Expo start? What prompted this? What sparked that?
Well, I had the idea a few years ago, and like I said, I finally was like, let me put this together because I love working with the youth, especially when it comes to small businesses. My daughter actually was, she works now, but she was my balloon designer. So a lot of the work that you see on my website, she has done. With the exception of a few events. So I actually put her in a Kidpreneur program a few years ago, and she fought me on it. She was like, "Why do I have to do this?" But at the end, she was happy. She was grateful for it. And like I told her, even if she decided not to, go into, doing her own business, she's taking nursing classes right now, but if she decided not to, it was just still a great opportunity to get the information, right. Because a lot of times what we lack or what we don't know about is we don't get the information or we don't get it in time. So even if she didn't use it, she still could, she would still have that advantage or whatever. But just, I love working with the youth. And again, I love working with the youth that have small businesses as well.
Okay. Now, over here, back to the boss, Bailey Cochran. Tell us, how can we get some B-Bomb?
Okay. So
let me see those. Go ahead, Bailey.
Okay. So how can you get in touch is you can come to the Kids Expo. Okay. I also have my business cards. You can email me, my mom's phone number, Instagram, the DMs, the Facebook. It's mostly getting in touch with social media.
Social media.
So you can connect with Miss Bailey.
Okay.
Miss Bailey Cochran of B-Bomb, and that's B-E space bomb, like lip balm, BALM, and you can follow her on Instagram and Facebook.
I don't have a website right now, but we are working on it.
Did you hear that? They're working on her website.
And I love the card here. It says, be bold.
Yes, those
be
are my
brave,
little hashtags.
Be beautiful. More importantly, be you. Be bomb.
And you always have to be bomb.
Yes.
You always got to be bomb. After the show, I'm going to be bomb. I love it. Lip balm, lip gloss, fanny packs, and more. And it says here, you can get it, like I say, bbombbu@gmail.com. You can email her at BEBALMBEYOU@gmail.com. Yeah, B-Bomb.
Yes.
Tell us about this fanny pack. They can also get the fanny pack.
Oh, so, I'm sorry.
And she's wearing one. She got a nice, pretty purple
So
one.
I got a small, I have smalls
that's so
too.
cute.
Yeah.
I have the small one. This one is 15. This one is 25. These are the big ones. I would say for older people, older kids. And these are for little kids.
I gotta get a big
So
one
she
like
has
this.
fanny
Oh,
packs.
I don't have them for men.
You don't have them for women?
I mean men.
Say for
Oh, I'm like, wait a
Fella
minute.
ain't gonna be with no fanny pack. So
See,
my daughter, my daughter, she my size. She gotta get a bigger one like this.
Yeah.
Your size, get the small one.
Yeah.
So the small one is 15, and the larger one is 25.
Yes, 25. I'm sorry.
Let me see that one. Ooh, look at this
Oh, that
fanny
goes
pack.
right with you.
I know it sure does. Look at this fanny pack Miss Bailey made.
I also, if you wanted one of the lip balms, so I have cherry, blue, raspberry, and the mint and the vanilla.
Oh, mint, vanilla.
Oh,
I'll take them off.
like that'll work.
Wow,
Okay,
right
that'll
here.
work. And here's a business card.
Well, thank you for the business card.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is my buddy right here. She might be a co-host here on BizTalk with DeAndre. Matter of fact, she's the first young person here on the show. So give it up for B-Bomb. Bailey Cochran. Again, I'm just loving it on BizTalk with DeAndre, sharing business with our listeners. business owners, entrepreneurs, those who are maybe looking to get into business. And now we got kidpreneurs.
Yes.
Young folks that are looking to get into business and start businesses. Now, something before I go, I want to congratulate you on, but I forgot what it was. Now I know it's
no telling.
It's with Let me see. Patent papers, trademark.
Oh
Trademark.
yes. I finally got my trademark registered. My very first one.
Okay.
Took a couple years. Some delays on my part, some delays on other just life, I guess. But yes, finally got my trademark. The D ain't for everybody is trademarked, registered in class of 25. T-shirts and apparel and all that good stuff. So yes.
Talia Foster, she grinding.
Yes.
Oh man, no, real quick. So I know a lot of people always talk about, especially when they're doing T-shirt, trademark or copyright. There's a difference, and I heard you on one of your Facebook Lives talking about intellectual property attorneys.
Right. Yeah. So I did not at the time. When I filed my trademark, I didn't have an IP attorney. Intellectual property. IP means intellectual property attorney. However, in the conversations that I've had with people, if you don't know what you're doing, I definitely recommend getting a reputable, experienced IP attorney, because there's things that the average person wouldn't think about, and they're going to do more of an extensive search when it comes to trademarks. There's so many different things, and a lot of times people mix the trademarks and the copyrights up. So usually when you're trademarking words and terms and stuff like that. And I know you've seen people trying to trademark like Taco Tuesday. Well, I mean, it's too common of a word. So don't, I again recommend getting a reputable, experienced trademark attorney. I mean, I did reach out to a young lady that I met a few years ago, and she actually helped me a lot through the process. So I started out alone, but I did end up having to get some help with registering my trademark, just some of the lingo, and I wanted to make sure that I filed the proper paperwork and all that good stuff. So I have to give a shout out to Shervon Coleman, who helped me a lot through the process.
Wow. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Time is coming to a close already. So I just wanted to usually do at the end of the show, a couple things that are going on in the city. And just wanted to remind you all, November the 17th, there's a citywide soup. And again, it's a Fund Your Detroit Community Project with support from your neighbors. Anything from filling a pothole to funding a class, field trip, to starting a new business. So this particular soup is November the 17th, which is a Sunday, and it's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and it's at the Jam Handy, which is at 2900 East Grand Boulevard in Detroit. And I believe it's $5, and that gets you soup. It gets you a chance to network with those who are there. And there are going to be, I believe, 5 businesses or people that are going to pitch their business or their idea. And you also get a vote. So collectively you vote, and that winner gets that money. So that's November 17th. And I believe that is the only one I have for today. But wanted to give a shout out to my sponsor. Tonight's show is Monica Marie Jones. You can find her on all the social medias. If you're looking for a life coach, you're looking to design the life that you love, give her a call. And also Tracy Denson of Tracy Denson Insurance Agency. And she's located at 28055 John R. in Madison Heights. Give her a call at 248-544-2542. She's the insurance lady that cares. So it has been a great time here with none other than the boss here, the kidpreneur here, the owner of B-Bomb and these awesome fanny packs.
Yes.
And none other than Miss
Bailey Cochran.
And she's just, again, the energy and everything that she just exudes at 9 years old. See if I can go back, I could be a little 9-year-old.
No, me too.
Like, hey, girl here right here.
Oh.
She's a boss. And then there's Miss Talia Foster of Lavish. I love that girl. Lavish.
Yes.
Events and Prints by Talia. And again, if you're looking to do an event, or if you're looking for a location to do an event, definitely give her a call. Hit her up on the social medias and check her out to Ellington. But remember, November 10th, the second annual Kidpreneur. Be there. I'll be there. So I want you there too to support our young people. So it's been real, but it's that time to tune out. Wish I could sing and then we can do a nice little song together, but
that's one thing I can't do. I can't sing.
All right, we're gonna just close it out. So thank you all for watching. Continue to support Biz Talk with DeAndre, and until next time, take care, take charge, and may God bless each and every one of you. Till next time.
Hey, this is DeAndre Ford, and you're listening to Worship Radio International.